Hi everyone, Molly here. This week for the interactive tale, I have enlisted in the help of my awesome nephew Caden.
Hi.
And my husband Christian.
Heyo.
This week I wanted to stay on theme with education and morals for children, so I chose the story The Enormous Turnip, which is a message about cooperation. Once upon a time, there was a couple of old farmers who had a modest farm. They worked hard and they were happy. One day, the grandmother and her granddaughter went out to plant turnip seeds in their garden, and they made sure that they watered them well. They even sang to the turnips so that they would grow big and strong. One day, the granddaughter noticed that one particular turnip was growing particularly large. So she watered that turnip extra and even sang special songs for this turnip so that it would grow even larger than the rest of the turnips. One day, the grandmother noticed that this turnip was getting a bit large for it to be easy to pull out of the ground. So she decided, we need to pull this turnip right away. So the grandmother bent down and grabbed the turnip by its stem and gave it a really good pull. Oh, but this turnip was not going to budge. She decided she needed some extra help. So the old woman said, "Oi, husband, I need some help with the turnip." So they both bent over, the husband grabbed his wife by the waist, and they both grabbed onto the turnip and pulled. Oh, but that turnip was not going to budge. So both the farmers contemplated and thought, we need more help. So they called out to their grandson, "Oi, grandson, we need more help with the turnip." So they bent down, they grabbed each other by the waist, and they heaved and they pulled. Oh, but that turnip was going nowhere. So all the farmers got together and thought about it and said, we need just more help. "Oi, horse!" And the horse came galloping, and the horse wrapped its hooves around the farmers. They grabbed the turnip by the stem and they heaved and they pulled. That turnip wasn't going anywhere. Down the line of livestock they went. The cow came running, moo, wrapped its hooves around the horse. They heaved and they pulled. Nothing. The dog came to help. The cat came to help. And finally, they were down to their last livestock, the hen. And the hen came over. "Oh, there's nothing I can do. I'm just a chicken." "Let's give it a try still yet," said the farmers. And they took one last shot at it. They wrapped their arms around the stem. They heaved and they pulled on this turnip. And still nothing. Downtrodden, they sat around the turnip until suddenly they heard a little squeak, 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 squeak. And they looked down, and on this tiny maple leaf, they saw a mouse's face peep out. And the mouse said, "Squeak, squeak, I'd love to help pull out the turnip." And everyone said, "Ha, you're just a mouse. What are you gonna do to help us pull out this turnip?" "Squeak, squeak, I'd still love to try." And so they said, why not? Let's give it one last try, even if it is just a tiny little mouse. And so everyone got together. They wrapped their hands around each other's waists. The farmers grabbed the turnip by the stem and they heaved and they pulled. And they pulled out the most massive turnip anyone has ever seen, larger than the largest pumpkin you can possibly imagine, and everyone feasted on turnip soup for the rest of the winter.